I'm gonna do the analytics on this joke before I tell the joke and see if I'm right. My guess is that 10 people will like this joke. Another 10 will clap because they're like, I know that guy, I'll feel sorry for him. Then the other 200 people, or however many people are here, are gonna just wonder how fast they can leave. So with that introduction, whenever I'm cooking a pancake breakfast for all of my friends, I make sure to make one really, really big pancake, and then I chop it up and give my friends little pieces of pancake. Otherwise known as the big pancake would be the Pangea cake. And thank you, 6 people, another 14 clapping, and everyone else moving towards the door. Perfect. There's a little bit more to this joke too, so maybe I can get some people on board. If you don't believe in geological plate tectonics, you will not be getting a pan-continent. Or since I'm so nice, I'll give you one, but it'll be small, like Pan-Australia or Pan-Europe, but not Pan-Casia or North or South Pan-America. Okay. That joke performed at the level that I was hoping. Excellent. All right, try this one on for size. If people pooped as often as geese poop, we would place a lot more emphasis on public restrooms. End of joke. All right, that joke did better than the whole previous joke. Great. I've noticed that a lot of people are busy. Like, what did you do before the show, right before the show? I'm just pointing randomly, so somebody say something. What? Work. So you came right from work here? Sort of, yeah. Okay, what was the sort of? Don't leave us hanging. I went somewhere else before Well, yeah, that's sort of. All day. And then I had like an hour before I came here. What'd you do in that hour? I went and got ice cream. Nice. So you're packing stuff in. You're getting your money's worth out of that day. That's the thing. Thank you very much for that excellent example. Because people like to do stuff. People are busy nowadays. People have things back to back to back to back to back. All right? And that's the only way you can stay competitive in this high-notch world. All right? Let me give you an example. When I'm on the phone with somebody and I have to pee, I don't pee while I'm on the phone with them. All right? Because they know. They know, fellas, you think you're all sneaky. But, like, no girl is like, oh, he just had to fill up a half-full cup of water for 45 seconds. With the faucet set on barely. And, like, if you're a dude, like, you're trying to hit the side, but you're not that good, so it's, like, splashing around. Or you try to mute intermittently, and it's like, yeah, I'm... Like, what else could you possibly be doing? So, you can't pee while you're on the phone with somebody. Unless they're your pee phone buddy. And then it's all's fair in love and pee. So, you can't pee, but you can pee literally the second you hang up on the phone with them. So, what does that entail? Good question, said nobody. All right, that entails going into the bathroom while you're realizing this phone call's ending. All right, it's kind of wrapping up. We're exchanging pleasantries, figuring out when we're going to meet each other up. Open up the door. Now you close it super quiet by turning the handle and then fitting it into the frame and then letting it real slow. And if it's got a tab, just like, yeah. Because if they heard a click, they'd be like, you're peeing. Get out of there. And then you go to the toilet. Lift both seats up, fellas. Put your finger back there so you sort of put a flesh conduit between the top of the lid and the porcelain. Flesh conduit's not gross yet. That's a flesh aqueduct, and that's later. So now you got it, ready? And then you get yourself all ready to go, right? You're hovering, as it were. And as it is, I suppose. And then you're like, okay, see you later. Bye. And if you do it right, the second you hit end is the second the first drop hits the water. And that feels like fireworks, like you just rigged a building to explode and walked out. This is your James Bond, 00, number 1. Oh, that's stupid. Sorry. But sometimes someone's like, right as you're about to go, okay, see you later, dude. I'll meet you in 2 months for beekeeping. Because they're busy. They do things, right? Some people like ice cream. Some people like to farm hornets. So like, okay, see you later. And then they're like, oh, wait. You know that thing that nobody cares about? Let's talk about that for 5 minutes. And you can either just be like, we're not friends anymore. Because what kind of friend would stop you from peeing, first of all? Or you can get suddenly and very loudly passionate about whatever you're talking about. Like, all right, so we're going to go to the mall on Wednesday. Wednesday! I love Wednesday! I'd go to the mall on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Arbor Day, Labor Day, Christmas Day, Payday. If you hit one of those, like a golden cycle, you can just keep saying days until the person is like, you're fucking peeing, aren't you? So if you're ever on the phone and I start like, what? I love vegetarianism. I could eat lentils and spoons of rice. You hang up the phone and then call me back when you're done peeing. All right, here's a quiz. What's the fastest animal on the earth? Oh yeah, like I would totally ask that question if the answer was cheetah. Everybody knows that cheetah's the fastest from 3rd grade, but it's not. What's the fastest animal? Ostrich is wrong. Peregrine falcon. Okay. Let's listen to this. Peregrine falcon tops out at 200 miles an hour, 322 kilometers per hour for the Canadians out there. So the peregrine falcon is sort of the fastest animal, but when is it going 200 miles an hour? I ask myself. When it's falling straight down. So the peregrine falcon is the fastest animal because it can fall the most. So the fastest animal in the world is any animal you can take into an airplane and just throw down. If you take a fish and just get it in a big PVC pipe and shoot, that thing is going. So I'll ask, and I know wind resistance, the 7 of you nerds out there, but this would be falling in a vacuum. So I've covered that base. So I ask you again, what's the fastest animal on the earth? Wrong again. It was a trick question. Learjet. Learjet's the fastest animal. That's not an animal. Shut up.